Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome each and every one of you to a new League of Legends video. So today's video is going to be a bit different. I wanted to talk about my Journey to Master series. Now, arguably that's probably my most popular series on my channel at the very moment, so I feel like there's some things that I kind of want to address. Especially with the season coming to an end, I mean, things are getting a little bit heated. So very quickly, this video is going to be made in collaboration with pro guys that are also going to be editing this video, so big shout outs to them. It's a great site that tries to improve your overall League of Legends gameplay and knowledge. Check out the link to them down below in the description and check out their free trial. So I wanted to talk about specific topics regarding my Journey to Master series. The first of which is going to be essentially the truth, the truth behind the series and things that a lot of people kind of accuse me of here and there that I wanted to just sort of make more clear. So like I said, my Journey to Master series is essentially my most favorite series on my channel, right? It's the one that usually does consistently the best, and a lot of people seem to really enjoy it and, just trying to see the climb, and some people love it to actually see the climb, to see improvements. Some people love it to see the tilt or the fails or whatever. But whenever I don't upload Journey to Master videos for several days in a row, people start commenting on all my other videos and all the ones I upload that aren't Journey to Master videos, essentially just commenting saying, oh, where's Journey to Masters? I want to see more Journey to Masters. Why aren't you uploading it more? This and that. And now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I love people commenting that, and I love people just kind of wanting to see more of that specific series. It really shows that people really do truly enjoy it. But there's also a lot of people kind of assuming that the reason I'm not uploading more, or the reason I'm not maybe climbing to Masters fast enough or whatever, is because I'm trying to essentially milk the series. I'm trying to get as much, I guess, money from the series. So first, I wanted to just make clear that that is absolutely not the case. I'm not trying to milk the series. I'm not trying to just kind of postpone it as long as I can. I mean, believe me, I wish that was my excuse. I'm trying to generally get to Masters. I mean, it's just not easy, right? But it is called a journey for a reason. It's not called trying to get to Masters within 30 episodes or 10 days or whatever. It's a journey to Masters. I'm trying to improve, I'm trying to become better, and I'm trying to get to Masters through just improvement. But the main reason I don't upload every day or every other day, maybe someone like Pants does, for instance, is because honestly, I'm just a little bit scared. And the reason I'm scared is because I'm scared to lose games. I'm scared to lose games on stream or on camera. I'm scared to demote. And I'm just kind of scared to disappoint myself and the viewers that are watching, especially the ones that generally want me to climb. Obviously, it's no secret that videos like that tend to have the comment section be a little bit questionable, right? A lot of people tend to kind of backseat game, and as much as I'm kind of okay with it, I mean, it's whatever, it is what it is, but it does obviously get annoying here and there. But that's sort of more to add to the reason as to why I'm a little bit kind of scared to lose the mode and just essentially disappoint the viewers into me not climbing and me just doing poorly, because no one really wants to watch an episode of like 3 or 4 losses in a row. It's kind of tilting, it's disappointing, it's not really cool, it's not exciting. People want to see wins, they love the victory screen. That's what people love to watch. So that's part of the reason as to why I just simply don't upload them very often, or at least now I upload it every like 4 or 5 or even every week, right? Because I'm a little I guess scared to disappoint people, and myself included. So I'm not trying to delay this series, I'm not trying to milk it or do anything like that. I'm just generally kind of a little scared to upload because I just don't want to lose games. I'm a little scared to just play on my main account. There's a lot more writing when playing on that account versus when I'm playing on my Smurf that's essentially anonymous, that no one really cares about whether I win or lose in that account. I'm just playing for practice. I'm just playing the game for the sake of playing the game and trying to improve. There's no one really judging me and judging my performance in that account, which is just kind of, I don't really care as much, so I can play on that account as much as I can. I just don't care. So again, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely trying to get Masters, and with that being said, with the season ending in about 2 or so months, I'm gonna start slowly uploading more and more Journey to Masters as I continue to push more and more for the Masters ELO, right? That's gonna be the thing that's gonna be kind of the focus of my channel these coming 2 months, other than the preseason stuff that's gonna be hitting hopefully pretty soon. So even with all that being said, definitely start to expect to see a bit more Journey to Masters uploaded. My goal is going to be every other or every 2 videos, it'll be a Journey to Masters. Because again, I am genuinely trying to get to Masters ELO. I'm not trying to just, I don't know, do some kind of marketing scheme or something like that. I'm generally trying to get it. And at the same time, you have to remember, the higher ELO I am, and essentially the closer to Masters I am, the more hype it is, which in turn also means the more, I guess, views the series gets, right? The more excitement it gets. So there's really no reason for me to want to drop ELO or lose ranks or demote to try and prolong the series, because it's in a way counterproductive. But with all of that being said, that sort of begs the question, what's next? What's the future of my Journey to Masters series? Well, I mean, it's obviously going to be going one of 2 ways, right? The first way, which is kind of what is happening right now, I want to be continuing climbing to Masters. I want to be trying trying to get to Masters, and if I get to Masters ELO, let's say before the season ends, which is of course ultimately the goal, I'll obviously go to Challenger, or at least I'm going to try to go to Challenger, right? It'll be called a journey to Challenger. I'll be trying to improve, I'll be trying to get even better, and essentially just trying to get to the next level. That's just kind of the only other way to go. But the second path is, of course, what if I don't get to Masters? You know, I'm still going to try, I'm still going to release those episodes, and still going to push that, you know, final attempt, that final big push to Masters, but there is, of course, a chance that I won't get it, right? Well, if that happens, then I'll just continue pushing to Masters. I'll continue trying to improve, I'll continue making Journey to Masters rather than, I don't know, Journey to Challenger, I guess, and that'll just keep being the thing that happens. So again, either I'll just continue pushing to Masters, whatever long that takes, whether it takes Season 8 and all of Season 8, even though I really hope it doesn't. Or I guess best case scenario, I do hit Masters before the season ends, I'll be putting in that push, I'll be putting in the grind, and then I'll switch it up to Journey to Challenger, and we'll be going for the next step. Now, what's my plan to actually get to Masters, right? Well, I mean, I've talked about this in other videos already, but I wanted to sort of touch up on what I'm currently thinking at the very moment. So I've started playing Zed and Talon almost exclusively, right? Which is what I said I would do about a week or a week and a half ago in one of my Journey to Masters episodes. I'm trying to play less champions, right? Everyone's telling me to do that, like literally everyone, whether it's people that I talk to or challenger players or like people like Pants or whatever, or if it's you guys in the comment section also telling me just to stop playing so many champions, stick to just a handful, maybe 2, 3, maximum 4 champions, and only play those because that's how you climb. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep that mentality with Zed and Talon, but at the same time, you know, every now and then I will have to switch it up and I will have to play an AP champion in the mid lane. At the moment, my AP champion is Twisted Fate. Now, Twisted Fate may change. I may have a different AP champion, but the goal is to have Zed and Talon as my main 2, and then have one exclusive AP champion, in this case TF, that I'll play if sometimes, you know, you just can't afford to have a full AD composition. Now, the reason I keep switching champions, and the reason people keep kind of getting tilted at me for doing so, and the reason I keep having these new OP, new kind of one-trick champion every other episode, is because that's just my mentality. I mean, I'm trying to get away from that, of course, as I'm, you know, exclusively playing Zed, Talon, and here and there at TF. But my mentality, whenever I play games in general, especially like MMORPGs, is I want to play every single class. Like, it's very hard for me to pick a class in an MMORPG until I've played pretty much every single of the options up until, like, let's say level 10 or something, to get a true feel as to which one I like. And even then, even as I finally pick my class and play it to like level 30 or 40 or whatever, I start getting doubts. I start thinking, yeah, I kind of want to play this instead now, you know. I start getting bored, and that's why I keep switching champions. I get bored. I get just, you know, very, I guess, tired of playing that same champion over and over, and I just want to play another champion. I want to just play other things. I want to keep the excitement up. Or the other reason is sometimes if I'm playing against a specific champion in the laning phase, let's say in mid lane, and he just completely dumpsters me, and I just completely lose to, let's say, I don't know, Lux mid or something. That makes me feel like instantly Lux is just completely broken. I mean, I got shut on, right? That means she has to be OP, so I want to play her. If she's OP, that means I want to play. That means it's freelo. I want to do that. That's what I want to do. And that's kind of the mentality I have. Again, I'm trying to go away from that. I'm trying to stray from it. It's not easy. It's, you know, it is kind of a learning process. It's going to kind of, you know, take a bit of time, but I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job because I am only playing Zed and Talon with a bit of TF, which is pretty good for myself. And for people that also wonder whether or not I'm actually playing on main account or how am I actually practicing if I only play a game on main account every like 5 or 6 days, well, don't forget, I do have a Smurf that is essentially anonymous at the very moment. I mean, it is a barcode name, which I'm probably going to keep changing the name of here and there just to keep it anonymous, but I play that account quite frequently. I mean, that's the account I usually practice on, because I can't really practice on my main account, right? I can't really play on main account unless I'm recording. But if I'm recording, I don't really look at that as practice. I look at that as essentially just going in and just trying to get that elo on my main account and, you know, recording for the episode. Practicing to me is playing off of camera, focusing, not talking, and just focusing on specific improvements in like macro more specifically, and that's kind of what I do on my Smurf. Because I've realized, and a lot of people tell me this, whether it's people that have coached me or other people that I talk to that are, you know, higher elo or around the same elo as me, they all say more or less the same thing. That I'm mechanically good enough to get masters, that I'm definitely there. That's not the issue. The issue is my macro and especially my greed, right? My macro could use some improvement. My macro isn't the best in the world or anything. You know, sometimes I don't, you know, rotate to the right place at the right time, or I don't make the best decision or the, I guess, the more correct decision, which can use improvement, which I'm trying to work on. But I'm also very greedy. I also tend to go for these greedy plays that if I just don't do that, and if I minimize my greed, and this is what Pants always tells me, that I'll just find myself winning many more games. And that's kind of the mentality with Assassin Champions, I guess. You know, it's hard not to be greedy on Assassin Champions. That's just the role of the assassin, to be greedy, to just go in for those flashy, just sick MLG kind of plays, you know, Mountain Dew, Dorito sponsored plays, because that's just kind of that's just the role of an assassin, you know, just to go in, go deep, get the kill, make it look stylish if you can, and then get the hell out. A really good example of champions that kind of make you want to do that is Yasuo. And I remember Dopo or Apto kind of used Yasuo as an example, saying that he's the most busted champion in League of Legends, period. But the reason he's not actually legitimately busted is because people that usually play Yasuo, they can't handle just how ridiculously OP the champion is. So with that being said, their mentality is always, I just want to go in, I want to go 1v5, and I want to make these crazy flashy plays, because that's what Yasuo makes you want to do, because he's just so strong. And that usually makes you do stupid things, and that usually makes you lose as well. So I'm learning that if I can just kind of hold my greed back, especially when playing assassin champions, and if I can learn to play kind of more reserved on assassin champions, I'll learn to play better, and I'll just simply win more games. And the final thing I wanted to quickly touch on is I might actually start duoing with Rek again. He's slowly coming back into League of Legends. I know people enjoyed that duo here and there, so that might be coming back, so expect some duos with him happening. And I just like duoing with the jungler because it's just, you know, someone to rely on. The jungle role can camp for me, and I'm pretty confident that if I get camped and if I snowball on someone like Zed, I can usually hard carry the game. And it's also nice to sometimes duo with someone because it kind of gets you a little bit of a better mentality, if you will, whenever playing League of Legends. So, you know, it just feels better playing with someone else, sharing the win or sharing the loss with someone else, rather than just kind of putting that all on yourself. And I also want to ask you guys very quickly to just tell me down in the comments below, who actually cares if I duo with other people or if I just play solo? I mean, some people I've seen, you know, they actually kind of care if I duo. They much prefer if I solo. And if I duo with someone, it's just instantly accused of just kind of me getting boosted or carried or whatever. So who actually cares and who actually doesn't care if I play with other people or if I play only by myself? I'm really curious to see. But either way, guys, that's it for this video. Just kind of want to give you guys, you know, a very big update on the Journey to Master series. I don't think I've ever really given just a flat out update on the series itself. So there you have it. That's my current thoughts. That's the current plan, the truth behind the series and all that good stuff. So let me know down below. I want to hear your thoughts about the series as well. But thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit it with that like button, and I'll see you guys for the next episode of my Journey to Masters, which hopefully will be tomorrow. Peace.